Welcome to Val's Crafty Creations. Today I'll be sharing my shopping haul. When my husband asked if I wanted to ride along last Friday, I said, sure, I would love to. Those gift cards have been burning a hole in my pocket and I have just been really anxious to spend them. He dropped me off at Target. So first up was the makeup area. Makeup mist and set sprays from e.l.f. After I had purchased the 2-ounce bottles a few different times, I realized that they sell a 4-ounce bottle at a better price. So I have been grabbing that the last few times that I've purchased it. And those were $8. So I grabbed one of those. When I shared that I had received a gift card, I mentioned that I had told my son I would like to restock on my sweatpants. I was able to find these. Instead of just a plain gray, I went with the blue stripe. And they had a few different options. But once again, the price went up on these a little bit. I think $3. So $20 there. And then in the same area, they had some shorts. And so I went ahead and grabbed one of those. And that card has been spent. I know I can order this through their website as well, but I like to just grab it when I'm at Target. And I had the gift card, so why not? Next stop was Dollar Tree. Didn't take too long, but it's a pretty good size haul. Be coming back to share that with you in a separate video. Then next up, Michael's, where I had my two $50 gift cards to use. And the night before, of course, I went online and checked out a few items and gathered up my coupons. I knew I wanted the glue dots, and they were $6.49. The price had increased a little bit, but with the coupons, so that brought that down to $5.19. I saw the Rub and Buff there at the store. I went ahead and grabbed it both in the silver and gold. And that was $6.99. I got 20% off. $5.59 for that. Then just beyond that, I went down to where the paper flowers are, and I have ran low on my pastel little paper flowers. Those were $5.99. Got the 20% off, so $4.79 for those. I decided to go ahead and look at the jewelry items. We have some charms and tassels, all kinds there. I saw that the little single charms were on sale, buy one get one half price. So I went ahead and grabbed the little cactus one for a project I've got coming up. And I really wanted the flamingo one. But it seems every time I've tried to get it, they're out of stock. So I grabbed one of the little bee ones again, just to have in my stash. I sure thought that was really pretty when I got that for Sunshine Honeybee for her project. $2.49, this one was $2.24, and this one was down to $1.12. So, or vice versa. But I thought that was a really good deal. The 12-pack charm sets were also buy one get one half price, so $5.99, $5.39, and then this one here was $4.99. I got 50% off, so $2.24. I'm not sure how long the sale's running for, but I would definitely grab those since I was using up my gift card, and fun little items to have in my stash. So we have that. And since I couldn't find the flamingo larger charm, I saw this little charm pack. Get a pineapple and a tiny flamingo. It rang up at $4.99, and then 20% off was $4. As I was making my way around the store, I found the area where they had the stamp sets, like the one my son got me for Mother's Day, and I noticed this sunflower themed one, so I thought I would go ahead and grab that. It was $9.99, and I got 20% off of that, so $7.99. And I've had on my wish list the foil cardstock paper, so I saw that, and I've needed to restock on the black paper. And let's see, paper was $6.99, 20% off, so $6.29 there, and plus it was 50% off. So I got this second one for $3.14, so I thought that was a really good deal. And then I had a coupon for the Creology, the items for the kids. So I headed back there and I was able to find the little bead sample pack. It was $4.99, 20% off, $3.99. You get all the different colors and 850 pieces. I thought that was the best deal of all the different little beads like this. And then, since I was in that area, I also noticed the little sequin and gem pack. And I love how there's the gems in there. Hope there's a lot. Those are really pretty. And with the coupon, this was $2. And then while I was there, I'd also noticed something new that I hadn't seen before. These little die cut packs. They're called Mini Accents. And there were several of them, and they were all 99 cents. And with my coupons, I got 80 cents and on the first one and 79 cents on the second two. This first one here, a 3-inch circle. I thought that would be a perfect background to use for different 3D circle projects. And then I picked out the pack with the balloons. See, they're also 3 inches in height. So those were pretty cool. And then the little holiday icons. 24 pieces. You get a gnome for Valentine's, a penguin for winter. You get your pumpkin, your Santa, unicorn, fox, rabbit with a chick, and the leprechaun. And I was most excited about that. These are going to be great on bag toppers. They're not adhesive, but that's okay. I can put it on like an action wobbler. Just use it as a layering piece. So that was a super great find. I just couldn't believe finding those. These are really cute. So all the different holidays there. On over to the clearance area and I found a couple different items, but I only ended up sticking with this one here. I've had my eye on this paper pad. You get the wood grain, the clouds, grass, brick wall, light wood grain pattern. Pretty good deal. This was originally $4.99, 50 pieces. So yeah, check your clearance area. There's that. That was my Michael's haul, and then I had the two $50 gift cards, and I have a balance of $26.01. I had a couple other items on my wish list, but so I'll have to go back when I have more coupons. And she said she gave me my senior discount, but I don't see that on here. Yeah, I was a little frustrated. The gift cards didn't run properly, so she had to re-enter everything by hand. And so it took a little longer there. I'm so excited that I finally got to use the gift cards. Next up, I was able to go into our Walmart. So let me clear this out of the way and I'll share that with you. I didn't find too many items, but we were heading down the food aisle and I noticed the berry pomegranate drink mix. You get 6, and I've purchased other varieties, but not in pomegranate, and I thought this one was great because you have your raspberry and your blueberry in here. So a new to me item. I thought I'd grab that. They had their school supplies out, so I saw some list pads, 2-pack. I thought these were pretty neat designs. Something for the fall. And so the 2-pack was $1.58. So I thought that was a really great deal. Our store was being remodeled still, and so it was quite chaotic and a little hard getting around. It was almost like it was a Saturday. The store was so busy. But I did ask where the craft aisle was, and I was pointed in the right direction. But on the way, I saw the clearance aisle, found the little ribbon flowers there, and so I thought, wow, all right, I better grab that. And once we found the craft aisle, the only other color that was left was the pink ones. So I went ahead and grabbed one of those, and it turns out they were $3.47 regular price. But so these are great. I use these a lot. You get the 30 pieces, and so it was awesome to be able to restock on those. And then let's see. Oh, and while I was at the clearance, I found this die set, and I've had my eye on this for a while. $12.97. And yeah, I almost got this one other time. Get hugs and smile and thanks and celebrate and love and hi. So I thought that was a really great deal. $3. They had one other set, the shapes, for $5, but I just stuck with that. And of course, once I found the craft aisle and the jewelry, I have the ribbon crimps in silver in 3 different sizes. I couldn't remember if I needed those or not, but I went ahead and grabbed those. $3.99. And then I found the bales, the pinched bales, and I've been wanting to grab those. So we get 6 pieces. And I want to say those were $2.99. Oh, I found one more item that I had got at Michael's. The little bead caps in the silver. And it's an assorted bead cap, 82 pieces. It was $3.99 down to $3.19. So now I have some for larger beads. That's it for Target, Michael's, and Walmart. Please come back and check out my next video. That'll be the Dollar Tree haul. Lots of great finds. Items I'm planning to use on upcoming projects. Take care, and hopefully we'll see you again then. Otherwise, for the next crafty project. Bye for now.